guys, I'm Mary Beth Anderson, and today I thought I would show you my kitchen, and I would show you a very simple and quick way to make strawberry jam. So the first thing that I've done beforehand is I've gathered my ball jars and I've ran them through the dishwasher. The reason I didn't sterilize them is because this is a refrigerator jam, so these actually aren't going to be put up into the cabinet or the pantry. With that, I don't really can things because I don't want to give my family botulism. So until I can master that totally, I will not be canning. Anyway, today we're going to do a strawberry jam recipe that's super easy. And I have washed 3 16-ounce jars and 1 8-ounce jar. I'm not exactly sure how much jam we'll end up with, but at least we have them all washed. I also have my sugar. I have a funnel that you can buy. You don't have to, but this is made by the Ball brand that you can use for filling the jars. And also, I just wanted to let you know, if you can freeze this. So this is a freezable jam, and then in the refrigerator it'll last for 3 weeks, and in the freezer it'll last up to 6 months. If you do freeze it in the freezer, you'll need to leave a little bit more headspace, and we'll talk about that later when we actually put the jam in the jars. So I have about 2 pounds of strawberries. I have some lemon juice. You're more than welcome to use a fresh lemon. This is just what I happen to have. I have sugar, and those are my ingredients. 2 pounds of strawberries, the juice of 1 lemon, which is about 1.5 tablespoons, and it'll be 4 cups of sugar. You are welcome to cut back the sugar if you want a more tart jam. However, this is the way my family likes it, so that's how we're going to do it. The first thing that I'm going to do to get ready for this is get these strawberries ready. I'm going to wash them, I'm going to hull them, and then I'm going to cut them maybe in half, maybe in quarters. We'll be able to really mash them up once we start the cooking process. If you want your jam to be smooth, you can go ahead at this point and run them through your food processor, and you'll have a perfectly smooth jam. So I'm going to go ahead and get these washed and ready to go, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so now we're back, and I'm almost done cutting up all the strawberries. Again, we've had 2 pounds of strawberries that we've washed, hulled, and I've cut mine into quarters because they were pretty big strawberries. And in this pot right here, this is a cast iron Dutch oven. That's where we're going to do our cooking. You can use any stock pot that you have. It's no big deal. Let's get rid of this. And the next thing to go in, I'm going to just put my last cup of sugar. And I'm going to measure in I had a bunch of strawberries, so I'm going to go ahead and go with 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. 1 lemon is about a tablespoon to 1.5 tablespoons, just how big your lemon is. So we'll get rid of that. The next thing we want to do is just take a regular plate, clean, dry. We're going to put it in the freezer. This is what we want to do for once we make the jam. It's going to tell us whether or not it's set up. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so we're back. Our strawberry mixture has coming up to a boil right now. We initially, remember, we started with just combining the strawberries and the sugar together in the pot over like a medium heat. That takes a little bit to get it up to rolling. You want to get it up to a rolling boil, and this stage is going to be 10 minutes at a rolling boil. So when this is done, I'll be back and we'll show you how to put it in the jars. Okay, so we're
Alexa?
back now. We've been boiling about 10, maybe 15 minutes. It's reduced nicely, and we're going to test on our frozen plate here. So you're going to take a teaspoon. We're just going to drop a drop there, and I'm going to run my finger directly through it and see how it's staying apart. You know your jam is done. If it runs immediately back together, then you can continue cooking for 5 minutes more at a time until you get this desired effect where it didn't run together. So the next thing we want to do is just turn off the heat. We're going to let it cool just a tiny bit, and then we're going to fill our jars. So we'll let this cool off, and we'll be back with you in just a minute. So I've moved my workstation over. I wanted to get my berries away from the hot stove. I've let them cool just a little while, And then I went ahead and put the funnel into one of my jars. I went ahead and filled up one jar because I wanted you to see what I was talking about when I said headspace. So this is if you want to freeze them, or if you want to process them, you'll need to leave headspace. So I've left about 1.5 inches. That way it's able to expand once you put it into the freezer. You don't want to immediately put your lids on. If you're canning them, obviously follow your canning procedure. But if you're just doing them for the refrigerator or the freezer, let them cool a little bit. So we're going to set that one to the side, and we're just going to fill our jars. Now again, I wasn't quite sure how much this was going to make, and it looks like it's going to make 2 big jars, which is perfect. There's nothing like strawberry jam, and trust me, your whole house will smell delicious. So there we have that one, and I think that's about all we're going to get out of it, but that's all right. 2 beautiful jars of jam, and I found these at the Dollar General, but you can find them anywhere. Little labels if you're going to give these for gifts. Just write on there what you've made and put it on the side. And that was our lesson for today. I'm going to put the recipe in the comments below. I also would like, if you would like any more of these tutorials, I'd like to hear from you. We can do anything that you want. We can do another type of jam. We can do a tutorial with white bread. We can do a tutorial with chicken wings. It's just whatever you guys feel like. Just let me know in the comments below. Have a good day. God bless.